Welcome back to another Spirit Island video. In this video, we'll be doing some lure into Prussia 6. We got board C. And this video is being made post the Prussia 6 video where I talk about just some strategies into Prussia 6. Okay, switching my beasts to green because they have to be that color because I'm playing lure. It is in the rulebook. And that is a joke if you did not catch that. Okay, so we got board C. We start in land C8 as well as one in C7. You'll know from my previous video that board C is one of the, I shouldn't say more challenging, it's just a little more swingy. Because if that mountain explorer comes up, we have that 50% chance of that coming up. We'll be facing down two city lands, which could be a problem. Board C isn't really a good lure board because ideally we want a single inland land to be touching all of our coasts, and that is not the case here. And let's see what we get. And we got Jungle Sands, so that is one of the better explorers. We won the 50-50. Okay, so now we need to decide which land to be our lure land. I feel like I have to make it my my C5 here, though maybe I make it my C4 such that I can play around the edge case of dealing with my C3. Only negative is I can't really solve that many lands. You know, I actually think it's still my wetlands here. And I just hope the edge case doesn't come up of this mountain. Let me play my cards and I'll explain what I'm doing. I place my presence like usual. I'm going to choose the energy growth option. I'm going to grab plant. By doing this, I get to hit both of my left and my right innate. And I'm thinking I'm going to put my presence on C5. The idea behind that is I can stop two ravage. I basically can stop three ravages with this. I'm sad if it's a mountain because then I won't be able to stop this from occurring. Now that's pretty painful. I still think it's worth it though. Now if I put the presence here, I just stop this, and I guess I can use my left innate to stop this sands here. And then I'm sad if it's jungle. No, I still think I do C5 and then hope mountain doesn't come up. Yep, we're going to do that. Feeling lucky. Jungle Sands build, and the Explorer is... Let me just make this a little bit bigger. So I am pretty sad I didn't grow into my C4. But sometimes that happens. I still think we're going to be fine here. Okay, we have to choose to escalate. I think I'm going to escalate into my C2 land here. Escalation occurs before. I just like doing it after so I can kind of plan out my turn. I still may choose to escalate after, but let me just execute my slows so I can better plan correctly. We're going to use Softly Beckon. We're going to gather Dahan, and then we will gather, let's gather this town. I'm going to gather the town on C1. And then that is with Softly Beckon. I can gather two beasts. We'll gather the beast here. Wonder if there's an argument for actually doing it here. Let's take a backtrack. Wonder if I can gather stuff into C7. I could stop this. I'll have 5 damage. I'll be able to actually kill all of the buildings here. You know, I think that's the play. We Softly Beckon into here. Gather Dahan, gather a town. And that's this card here, Softly Beckon. We gather 2 explorers, 2 Dahan. Actually, we'll just gather no Dahan. And 2 towns. I then can gather 2 beasts, gather beasts. And then I can do perils, 1 fear, add a badlands, and a beast. This is 5 damage here. And then, I mean, I could use the right innate, or not the right innate, the left innate to gobble up this town. I take 1 less blight, but I won't be able to... I think I still do it here. So we use the left innate. I replace a town with 2 explorers. I add a fear. I then use the right innate there, so I get 1 fear, and then I can kill 2 explorers per token. So I kill all these tokens. There we go. And then we have swallowed to deal with this land in the slow. I think this is the play. We stop the city build here. Um, I take an extra blight this turn. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is the right play. Okay, so typically I do those 2 cards turn 1, and then I follow it up with Gift and Swallowed turn 2. And then I'm also going to get a power card. I'm looking usually for a defend. I got a defend, Dark Entangled. Seems pretty solid. I can use that to help defend on my C3. But I also like Bird's Cry Warning. I can use that to also kind of like pseudo defend C3. Um, yeah, I think the play is actually Bird's Cry just because that allows me to pseudo defend that land. I could also play a card like Purifying Flame and use that to remove my blight off C2, which is like my big edge case. Yeah, definitely plenty of options here. Um, I'm going to go presence from top track just to get more energy. And I'm going to put that presence on my C4 just so I can possibly softly beckon into C4 if I need to. I'm going to execute Swallow by the Wilderness this turn, or right now, so I get 2 fear, and then I get 1 damage per token. I have 4 tokens, so it's 4 damage, +1 for the Badlands, 5 damage, killing 2 towns. Okay. And we take the blight here, take the blight here, and then we'll probably take the blight on this mountain here. And we'll go blighted. But I think that's probably what was going to happen to begin with. We got the edge case. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I could do here instead. I mean, instead of playing, maybe I don't play Gift of the Untamed Wilds and I play Dark Entangled. Yeah, I think so. And we defend 3 here. Yeah, that's the play. I'm just blind right now. There we go. Dark Entangled, 2 fear, defend 3 on the jungle. There we go. That solves this land. And then we possibly can defend this mountain here. We'll see what we get. Fear cards, that's a redraw. War touches, population rises at a town. Sure. We're going to add this town. Dang, this sucks. If I add it here, I think we add it to this mountain here, because then I can add the disease there. And then if we have 2 Han, which we do, we gain energy. We have 2 fear cards. Add a strife into a land with 2 invaders. Wow, that's amazing for us. So we can add that over here. And defend and land with tokens. Nope. Ravage, jungle, sands. It's dead. Dead. And we blight on C2. Build mountains. And the explore is coast. Sands, of course, it's the edge case. Why would it not be? And we have to escalate. I'm going to choose to escalate into my C4 because if I escalate into my like anywhere else, then I have to explore on my C6. I don't want to do that. And we have that right innate, but we have no targets. Okay. Time passes. We're going to choose a G1 reclaim. And I'm doing that because I really want that defend again. We're going to play that defend, and I think I want to play softly beckon here. That seems like a very good... Wow, Dark Entangled is so powerful on Lure. I don't play Lure much, but that's just absurd. We'll probably go Blighted just because we have no answer for C2. I could choose to grab a major here. Maybe that's the play. I have 8 looks at a major. That's a skip to handle this land. I think that's the play. Let's do it. Let's get a major. Oh, there it is. So we got the skip. So we'll just grab sleep so that we can skip the land. And we're going to forget Gift of the... I think we actually want to keep Gift of the Untamed Wilds. Because we can... Wow, we can actually threshold sleep pretty easily. Okay, I think we actually get rid of... this is interesting. Maybe it's Perils? I usually hate getting rid of this card, but I think Gift is slightly better. Because this allows us to almost, we could threshold this on 2 plays. I think we get rid of perils here. We have Dark Entangled, 2 Fear. We have to defend 3 for C3. We'll be able to play, we have Sleep next turn to skip this, as well as Thresholded, so we'll be able to remove a bunch of Explorers. Yeah, we're in a pretty good spot here. Let's see what the event is. Relentless Optimism, Foreign Diseases. Dang. In the land with the most combined invaders in Dahan, add a disease, and we lose a Dahan. We still get to gain energy, offerings a pattern and dance. Cool. Fear card does nothing. Mountain Ravage. We'll kill that. And build sands. And the explore is wetlands with an escalation. Explore, and we have to escalate. We'll escalate into our C5 here. We're going to use Softly Beckon. We're going to gather 2 explorers. We'll gather explorer, gather explorer. We'll gather 2 towns. We'll gather a town. And we will actually we'll leave the explorer into C5. We'll gather the explorer on C4. And the other town we'll gather is from C4. That's with Softly Beckon. We'll also gather 2 beasts. Softly Beckon, and then we'll use our left innate, 1 fear, and we'll replace this town here on C2 with 2 explorers. Boom, boom. There we go. All right. Okay. And we're going to place a presence from bottom track. Put this presence over here in the sands on C6. We'll play Sleep as well as Gift of the Untamed Wilds. And we're going to go grab a moon. And I believe that thresholds this as well as hits that left innate. Sweet. And we're going to get that 2 energy. Okay. We're going to use a threshold to sleep. We're going to choose the sands here. And we're going to remove all of these explorers. That's 2, 4. That's going to be 3 fear. 2, 3. Cool. And we're skipping this ravage. And we removed a bunch of explorers. And then next turn, we'll be able to set up a... well, likely we'll be able to start killing some. We'll probably actually just threshold sleep again, I think, next turn. We'll see how we want to play this. Because we'll be able to golf up the city here. Yeah, I guess we'll wait and see. Let's see what that event is. Oh, I actually should have 1 less fear because of Relentless Optimism. Should have never gotten a fear for killing that building last turn. That was a good catch. Okay, let's see the events. Ethereal Conjunction. Okay. So this is, we can destroy a presence and lose an energy, or we can choose any non-major card, put it into play, and then use it immediately and then forget it. That seems pretty darn good. It allows us to get a lot of tempo if we want to play Softly Beckon here. I don't think so, though. I don't think Softly Beckon does anything. We could do Swallowed. I don't think that does anything either. Dark and Tangled Woods does nothing. Yeah, so I think we actually just lose an energy and lose a presence. Fear for disease, and then remove a blight from a land if you have 5 or more Dahan, which we do. Fear card. Removes an explorer from a land with disease. Beasts or 2 Dahan. We'll remove, I think we're supposed to remove this one here. Because we want to plan to kill this in a couple turns. Okay, Sands Ravage, Wetlands Build, and the Explorer's Jungle Wetlands. And that's a really good hit for us, because now this land will just trade with us quite nicely. And we have this innate here. I could replace the city with 3 explorers, though I think... I wonder if I'm just supposed to replace this this town with 2 explorers instead, maybe? No, maybe I think I'm supposed to actually still replace this. Just get rid of the city here. We can plan to kill this jungle next turn. We can do Gift of the Untamed Wilds. I don't think we add a disease there. I think we just add a wilds. Oops. Just add the wilds there. It's very close. Wonder if we just threshold sleep again. It's probably the play. G1 reclaim. I think we play sleep. If we play swallowed, how's that look? Not enough. Yeah, so I think we do sleep and Gift of the Untamed again. And we're gonna get the moon. Basically running back the same play as last turn. Thresholded sleep. Remove these. Remove this. Remove these. It's 2, 4, 6, 7. That's 3 fear. And the reason why this is the play I'm running back is because the I get to also skip this jungle here. There we go. Is because I mean I'm removing a ton of explorers. I'm just kind of maintaining, I guess, the pocket. I'm not sure. It's very powerful. Next turn I can plan on killing these buildings or get very close to it. Events. Each piece destroys at so what is it? We're tier 2, so 3 + 3 damage. Sure. Prey on the unwary. Sure. Rouse the spirits. Each spirit with 3 or more Dahan, which we do have. We could use a slow power now. Do I want to add a disease here? I'll stop the build. It's probably good. Stop the city build. Use that fast. Fear card. This does nothing. Wetlands Ravage. Jungle Wetland build. Explore is Sands Mountain. We have the left innate here. Replace this town with 3 explorers. We are very close to just winning the game here. We have 2 turns left. Time passes. And we will go bottom track here, place a presence, put this presence back in the jungle here. Maybe I'm supposed to put the 3. Maybe I'm supposed to just gobble the explorers up into the wetlands. Yeah, that's what we're supposed to do. I believe we play these 3 cards here. And we're going to choose this energy option here. I'm just debating if I want to get a moon. I think we get the plant, 2 energy, get the plant here. Now we hit that right innate. We're going to use Dark Entangle, just 2 fear. We're going to use Swallowed, 2 fear, killing this town. And we get to ignore 2 explorers here. And then we have a a softly beckon to gather all the towns up. Yeah, this is definitely the play. And then we'll be able to kill everything the following turn. Events, Frontier Calls, add a beast to a land without buildings. Sure. Dahan Gather to a land without Dahan sub symbols. We'll add over here to the sands. 1 tier level 2, Strife in a land with Dahan. Sure, we'll add it over here. Actually, we'll add it over here. And we got Jungle Wetland Ravage. We'll ignore 2 explorers. That ravages. Sands Mountain build, 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 build. And the explorer is Mountain Jungle. Explore, explore, and explore. All right. We're going to use Softly Beckon here. Gather the town from C4. Gather the town from C7. Gather the explorer. Gather the explorer. Gather the beast. That's Softly Beckon. And then we'll use this innate to replace this town with 2 explorers. Then we're going to use the right innate, adding a Badlands into here. And then we're going to use destroy 2 explorers per token, adding a fear. Time passes, and we're just going to G1 reclaim, playing Swallowed. 2 fear, and we're going to kill these 2 towns, and that's GG. So, a pretty solid game with Lure. I don't play much Lure. It went pretty smoothly. It went pretty good. I think the coast here, just picking a better board. I know we're playing solo, so we have to random. But if you're playing multiplayer, once again, don't pick a board like board C. Pick a board where you can pick up a land where it's adjacent to multiple coastlands. That would make your game a lot easier. We did get that pretty unfortunate edge case. Um, I was supposed to get Frontier Calls this turn too, which I forgot, but didn't matter anyway. Um, the edge case of what was it? No, it was the mountain, the early town mountain here that came up on C3. Maybe I was supposed to put my presence on C4 first and just gather everything into here, and then decide to take the extra blight on C1. I'm not sure exactly how I was supposed to play that, but yep, went pretty smoothly. So if you like this video, like, subscribe for more content. I'll see you guys in the next video.